Patrick with Ginger Snap Acres, and I've decided to do a video. So we're gonna see how this goes. So I'm just gonna play around in the kitchen today, have some fun, make a soup, which is one of my favorite things to do, and especially a good vegetable soup, a nice hearty vegetable soup. It's not gonna be vegetarian, it can be, but this one is not going to be. So everything I have here today, I either got from my own garden or I got from a farmer's market. There are a few things that I got from the grocery store just because I couldn't find them right now, and that was a cabbage and the sweet potatoes because for some reason I can't find them around here. Anyway, so the other ingredients that we have that we're playing around with today, and like really this is what it's all about, is just playing. I like to play in the kitchen and just play with flavors. So there's not gonna be a recipe in the comments below or anything like that, just gonna be me playing around. And I want you to do the same thing. So we're gonna have some awesome vegetables. So we've got the sweet potatoes, we've got regular potatoes, I've got green beans, I've got carrots, I've got celery, I've got one piece of corn. Cabbage, like I said, that I got from the grocery store. I've got some peppers, I've got a red one, a green one, and a orange one. I've got an onion, some tomatoes, garlic, shallots, and kohlrabi, which I always have a difficulty saying those words. Anyway, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna prep these vegetables first, and then we're gonna go from there. So some of them I'm gonna saute, some I'm gonna roast, but again, like I'm just gonna kind of walk through what I do when I'm playing. All right, bye guys. And we're back. So I've chopped everything, and I'm gonna show you what I did to those and how we're gonna do these step by step. So the first thing, I've got all my root vegetables. Bang! That's Marvin, by the way. He's my big stock pot, my big Dutch oven. He's brand new, so this is his maiden voyage. So here we have got all of our root vegetables. I've got the carrots, I've got the potatoes, I've got the sweet potatoes, I've also got the onions and the kohlrabi in here. Toss them with some oil and some salt and pepper. We're gonna roast those off for about 40 minutes at 425 high heat. Is really good for making them nice and crisp and getting them a little brown, and that's what you want, is that flavor in there. So I'm gonna set this down now. And the next one that I've got is, so these are the peppers and the celery, because I'm going to saute these at a later step. So we're gonna do that. These are my aromatics, so I've got the shallots, I've got the leeks, and I've got the garlic in there, and we're gonna saute these down first in some bacon grease. Bacon. Anywho's. And then we've got the cabbage. I'm gonna, again, different step, so it's gonna come a little bit later. The last ones we're gonna put in are the, this is the green beans and the corn. I had to look at it to remember what it was. And then the tomatoes. So again, they're gonna go in a little bit later, just as a step, and so they're not like just super mushy by the end. So again, I'm gonna roast down these vegetables. I'm gonna start my aromatics, and I've got my oven all ready to go, and we'll be back. Okay, bye guys. Hi guys, so we're back. I roasted off all of the root vegetables, and I have started with the bacon. I rendered down some bacon, about a half a package of bacon. Got some fat, not enough that I wanted, so I added some butter. Sorry about it. Sorry about it. So I'm gonna show you what's going on right now. So we've got all of the garlic and the leeks and the shallots in there with that butter and that bacon fat, and I actually added some herbs. I've got a little bit of sage, I got a little bit of thyme, a little bit of rosemary, basil. Picked it all from the garden, just threw it in. Not too much because it's going to be overpowering. We've also got all of the roasted root vegetables here. So look how pretty, look how good. Okay, so I'm going to add that in, and I'm actually going to start sweating the other vegetables. So I'm going to put in like the peppers and the celery and stuff like that, and we'll go from there. Okay, and we're back. It's been like 5 seconds if I did this. So anyway, so I decided to add all of the peppers. I've got the celery in there. I went ahead and added the cabbage as well. I added another little pat of butter. I use Irish butter. So thick and creamy and tasty. Anyway, so, and then I salt and peppered. So you want to kind of like salt and pepper as you go. You don't want to overdo it, but you want to kind of like taste it and like, but you want to keep that flavor going. Again, we're adding flavors as we go through the whole process. So as soon as I get this rendered down a little bit, or just sauteed down actually, I'm going to add the stock, and I'm going to add in the root vegetables. So the stock that I'm using is actually a smoked turkey stock. So I got that stock from work, actually. I got the carcass from a smoked turkey at work. Brought that home, boiled that down, and it's going to be super delicious. That's what makes it not vegetarian. Again, so if you want a little bit of a thicker soup, though, like while you're sauteing your onions and all that stuff, you could add a little bit of flour and like saute that down, so it's going to like brown that up a little bit as well. Or at the end, you could add a little bit of cream if you want, but I'm not really big on that. I do sometimes do the flour thing just because I do like a little bit hearty. But anyway, oh, come on, shaky camera. Okay. Okay. All right, so again, one thing I didn't mention with the roasted root vegetables was I actually left them in for about an hour. So that's gonna like caramelize them, and like it came out nice and crispy and like got some nice browning on them. So I went ahead and put that all in with everything that we've got already. And then I added the stock. So let's talk about like layers of flavor. So we've got all the garlic and everything that we sauteed down. That's gonna be one level. And then we've got the level that we created with the roasted root vegetables. And now we're gonna add the stock, and that's a whole nother level. And I added some tomato paste, which that's gonna give it a little bit of an oomph, heartiness, and it's gonna round everything out as well. And like I'm just gonna stir this up. I'm gonna actually bring this up to a boil, and then I'm gonna cover it and let it sit for a minute. And then I'm gonna add the tomatoes and let that sit for a little while. And then I'm gonna add the corn and the green beans, and then we'll be done. So probably about an hour, but for you, 5 seconds. Okay, bye. Hi. So everything is in. All the tomatoes are in, all of the corn is in, the green beans, everything is in. So we've got all of our layers going on, and the soup is just gonna simmer for a little while, for probably like an hour, and then it's gonna be good to go. And like it can simmer for a little like longer if you'd like, just like it'll just keep enhancing that flavor. It's also gonna freeze really well. So like once that cools down, pop that in a mason jar, screw the lid on, give yourself like a good inch of space because it's gonna expand when it freezes. But it's gonna be good to go. Thanks so much. I know this is a little crazy. It's my first time doing a video, so thank you for your patience and thanks for watching. And let's look at the soup now, okay, shall we? Come on, full of vegetables. So yeah, that's gonna keep going down. Thanks so much.